Hey, welcome back everybody to my channel, where you subscribe for daily videos on everything going on in crypto. In today's video, I want to talk about how the Bitcoin Lightning Network could make Bitcoin a global payment system. And we have to talk about this because we have been waiting for this day for over a decade since Satoshi created Bitcoin. So let's get started. Okay, so first of all, I just want to explain what the Lightning Network is. If you're new to the space, it has never been more ready than it is right now. The first half of 2021 was big for Bitcoin Lightning Network growth. Basically, a node is like a computer that keeps a copy of the entire blockchain on it. And what is a channel? Well, because Lightning is making Bitcoin usable. See, the problem with Bitcoin is that it was never really designed to be a currency. Well, the Lightning Network is proving that Bitcoin is a viable option to replace the current global payment system. Whether that's Visa, MasterCard, Apple Pay, whatever it is, Bitcoin is a viable option to replace that. And they interviewed a guy named Chris Yelland who said this: if Bitcoin is to become the global payment system, the Lightning Network must scale to handle a large volume of small transactions. Jack Levine moved $1 million in under 10 seconds. So we know it can work. We just need more people using it. I think this is absolutely inevitable. And it's not just because of how cheap it is or how fast it is. It's also because of censorship resistance. Think about it. With the Lightning Network, no government or financial institution can stop your payments. If you decide to use the Lightning Network, your money is yours, and nobody can take it from you. I really appreciate you guys. I hope you make a lot of money, and I will see you tomorrow. And it appears that it can, he continued. I am very optimistic that we will see several $100 million worth of value flowing through the Lightning Network every day within the next couple of years. Also, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you smash the like button. It really helps me out. And also, consider subscribing. I literally upload a video every single day, keeping you informed. And that is why I'm personally working on getting my business to accept Bitcoin Lightning Network payments. And I am sure there is a lot of other people out there that are doing the same exact thing. When we start seeing more merchants adopt this is going to snowball. And I believe that there will be enough liquidity to facilitate payments of any reasonable size anywhere in the world within a few years as well. Now, this isn't going to happen overnight. This isn't going to happen in a month or a year. This is going to take some time. Friender is a super easy-to-use website that compiles all of the best information about cryptocurrency exchanges. They have over 70 different crypto exchanges listed on their website, with all of their pros and cons. Not only that, but they have articles on there that keep you informed about everything going on in the cryptocurrency space. They have a crypto crash course, which is amazing for new investors that want to learn about the space. They also have these amazing infographics that break down everything in a really cool way. And then on top of that, they have the latest news as well. So if you want to stay informed in the crypto space, head on over to finder.com and check it out. But when you look at the progress being made by the Lightning Network, it's hard not to be bullish on the future of payments using Bitcoin. Sure, it's called Bitcoin, but it was more designed to be a store of value. And I think that's why it's done so well over the past 12 years. We've seen it appreciate in value year after year, decade after decade. Well, a channel is basically two nodes that have decided to open up a special type of transaction called a state connector, which allows them to transact back and forth without having to wait on a blockchain confirmation. So essentially, it's kind of like your bank account and your bank's bank account. And whenever you deposit or withdraw, it just goes back and forth between those two without having to notify the federal government every single time you transact. Does that make sense? So yeah, there's over 10,000 nodes and over 700,000 channels. A lot of major improvements were made, a lot of liquidity was added, and Lightning is growing. For example, in July of 2021, total capacity reached 2 million. Then in October, it doubled to over 4 million. Then in December, it nearly doubled again to almost 8 million. Then in February of 2022, it doubled yet again to reach 16 million. In March, it hit 20 million, and then in April, it reached 30 million. As of recording, we are above $35 million worth of liquidity in the Lightning Network. The Lightning Network is a Layer 2 scaling solution for Bitcoin that allows users to send their coins from one another in a quick and efficient manner. And you'd be correct. But it's still plenty for everyday purchases and microtransactions, especially considering how cheap they are compared to the traditional banking system. And then once we start talking about cross-border payments and remittance, it makes a lot more sense. And you know, it doesn't even have to compete with the entire market cap of Bitcoin. It just has to be enough for everyday use. That's all it needs to be. But not only that, also in a cost-effective manner. You know, before the Lightning Network, if you wanted to send 0.0001 BTC, which is like $1, it would cost more than $1 in fees sometimes to actually transact that. Now with the Lightning Network, you can do that for pennies on the dollar compared to what it used to be. Also, transactions are almost instantaneous instead of waiting on a 10 confirmation block. And here's the kicker. We now have millions of dollars worth of liquidity in the Lightning Network, which means it is ready to go. And you might be saying, Well, 35 million isn't that much compared to the entire market cap of Bitcoin. There's also over 10,000 Lightning nodes, with over 700,000 channels. What is a node? Now, you're probably thinking, well, this is great. Tell me why it's important. So you're probably asking, well, what does this mean? Here's an article from Forbes that says the Lightning Network could soon make Bitcoin a global payment system. We already know that Lightning can move millions of dollars quickly and cheaply. Alright, so what do you think? Do you think the Lightning Network is going to take over the entire globe? Let me know in the comments below. And not only that, but you can transact with anyone in the entire world without having to jump through hoops, without having to jump through KYC, without having to jump through any of that garbage. And so, yeah, let me know what you think about all this in the comments below. Speaking of keeping you informed, let me tell you about our good friends over at Finder.com. Thanks so much for watching this video.